Yep. Okay. Welcome. Nature Infused Ash here, awakening humanity alongside nature. So, as you know, I have been, no, maybe you don't know, been doing a lot of self discovery, inward work. And again, I'm not sure how long I will be able to last out here because it is quite cold. And, anywho, yeah, anyway, so where shall I start? Been doing a lot of inward work, right? Really trying to decide the path of that I want to continue to walk around, how you guys see me show up with Sasquatch Sabe. And I have been switching things around on here because we're now awakening humanity alongside nature because there's so much more for us to learn. Hello, welcome, friends. And look, now we're blessed with the ravens in the back. Anyways, really been diving deep on spiritual growth can be difficult. Yeah, and it's been a lot of, it's a continual journey for sure. Like we do it on a daily basis. And what has happened as we really go inward, we discover that our projection reflection can change in so many different ways. So I'm just going to start with the immediate. As yesterday, people kept bringing a certain person to me, and I'm like, what the frick? What the heck is happening? So I decided to shut the door on awakening humanity alongside Bigfoot due to having to heal and really fall into my heart. And because this journey has been so heart centered, is which why Sasquatch chose me to be on this journey. Roger, howdy. Be sure to hit the like button. Yes, thank you. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate that, Roger. Welcome. And so really trying to discover how I want to bring my passion forth to you guys, to my physical reality, what I create in my community, how can I serve humanity even more. And I was blessed with such a profound experience. And as I opened my heart yesterday and was triggered, but really did a lot of healing around it, last night as I was going to sleep, something purposely woke me up. And well, we know that what that something is. Where is the woods? Right there. Anyways, I live directly west to where, directly east of where Sabe that I physically interact with. So they can obviously, if we all are on the same wavelength here, which a lot of you are, we know they can teleport and do all of this other stuff, which they're teaching us. Okay, so they knocked over the, yes, 2025 self now moment. The sled fell over and I'm like, oh, something woke me up on purpose. And then again, it was like they shoved the sleds over and I'm like, okay, something woke me up. Well, it wasn't something. They told me, yeah, you know who we are. You know who woke you up. I was like, oh, wow. And I couldn't look out the window because when you have a devices keeping a camper warm, that it can do stuff to the windows. So in the morning I woke up, and again, you guys, I'm gonna maybe I'll do a short so you can see the before and after. So I did a glyph probably about a month ago before I really started to do the deep dive journey on what I wanted to do, how I wanted to show up for this community and heal humanity all full circle, which again I was blessed with that. So I come out here, I wanted to look to see if I could find prints. No, there's no Sasquatch tracks. There's no tracks. There's no reason why the sled should have been knocked over, other than I heard the message. If we really connect to our inner self, we can hear the message just come through. So what happened, now let me see if I can spin this around, is this is my glyph spot. Okay, you guys, now I will post the before photos on as a shorts, or maybe I'll do a video. But anywho, So they moved it subtly, but I was like, oh, you guys, I don't want subtlety if you want me on this track. It needs to be full out noticeable. Now, when we're looking for Sasquatch activity, we want to always make sure like they're interlinking, right? Like this was originally, this was over here on top, and now it's under. This one was over here making the triangle, and it's funny because it kind of looks like an A. And now it's over here on the other side of the crystal. And then this stick was laying flat, so it was moved up here, and then this one was more over touching that one. And I've showed other people photographs to go, okay, so what do you notice? How, when you look at these two photographs, that what's different? And everyone could see how these two sticks were definitely moved. This stick was moved, but now you guys, like, prior to that happening, you'll see in the video that they subtly did it, and I told them I didn't want, it couldn't be subtle. It had to be so obvious in their presentation for me to continue doing this, because again, I shut the door, and now I was gifted that. So again, because we're opening up our hearts, so one thing I do always try to teach everyone here is we have to fall into our heart to become so connected. So if we're so connected with ourselves, of course, wonderful nature, because the beauty's all around us. We're breaking those paradigms. We're shifting up the vibration in our body. Now, paradigms are behaviors, you guys. We have to shift the behavior you're doing. If you're doing the same thing over and over again and going unconscious, like, we want to become conscious beings because we are gifted. Sabe is such a conscious being, right? So we want to be able to always be conscious of what's going on in our heads. And again, we distract ourselves. Social media, we're going through, stop doing that kind of stuff and stop consuming. We want to actually be the producer of our reality, kind of like we're producing, of course my battery's going low, producing our reality physically as well, right? So we are also knowledgeable. Well, absolutely, Jeffrey. I believe these are spiritual beings for sure, because they chose me, and I was in such a place of light and love and open heart, and heart have healed so much. And yes, working on staying warm for sure. And all of that, it's just, it goes to show me that all my heart work is paying off, because I didn't really want to open up my heart because of the things that I've had to go through, and then people showing me someone that I don't want to have in my life, and stop bringing this to me, and it was a trigger. And now it's like I got the message from, the spiritual being. And people, you could look at this and being no different than God. We're God source energy. This is just another way that we're being shown the way. Like, it's right in front of us. If we can tune in with ourselves, become so connected with ourselves and nature, we can see the subtle movements. The energy gets bigger and bigger. Looking at all the abundance, staying out of the negativity, stop consuming, because there's so much distractions. Everything, like, even if we want to touch on the topic of fires, it's rising up from the ashes. This stuff is done not to, it's for growth. It's all, the pain and the suffering can be flipped around and healed and transform you, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. People that have lost everything in, let's say, the fires, they're like, now we're free. Like, we don't have a burden. That's what it felt like when that all happened. So to hear that perspective, it just shows you, just change that perspective of what you're looking at, and then things can start to change. Anyways, I don't know. It's just unbelievable that they blessed me with that. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And I know how to now go forward with using, I guess, all the tools that I have within. This battery is dying so quickly because it's so cold. Within, I can bring it to you guys. We can still continue to transform as a community together as we awaken humanity alongside nature, and do boots on the ground research physically, even though I'm so blessed to have them present themselves like in actual matrix form, I guess. But again, I drop a pin and it's directly west from where I am right now with the Sasquatch I physically interact with. If I was my eagle, if I could transform into an eagle and just fly, I'd be there well within 30 minutes instead of 3.5 hours. So we just got to change that perspective. Anywho, I don't know, any questions? Maybe I'll get in my vehicle. I will show the video on the shorts, so stay posted for that. And yeah, it's just so much gratitude for them showing up. Anyways, any of you have any Sasquatch stories, any nature spirits? Again, because there's so much. I'm going to have another guest on here. We're going to do more spiritual spirits, nature spirits, so like your devas and your fairies and that, and really help you guys connect to that type of energy. So possibly do some energy clearing while I speak with this guest and really connect us on a different level, because energy hygiene is so important as well. Even though we are the purification, we have to make sure that we're cleansing our energetics, which is our aura, right? Different bodies outside the physical body. But yeah, anyways, any questions, any comments? If not, I can call it a live. But really appreciate you guys showing up. Definitely appreciate that. Anyways, yes. Okay, well that's it, and we'll post that. See you on Thursday. Jeffrey, thanks. You're welcome. I've dealt with a few ghosts, but Bigfoot is a whole different thing. Always grateful. You're very welcome. And I'm grateful for you, all of you, for showing up. I appreciate the support for us to be able to keep doing this, boots on the ground. And I love bringing this stuff to all of you and collaborating and working as a community of self-discovery, so we can discover all these, different hidden faucets, walking each other back to our multi-dimensional selves, because that's in itself is being revealed on the planet right now. So much plasma is starting to happen, and that's what Sasquatch or Sabe showed me in October. If you go back into the video, watching from Scotland, welcome from Scotland, welcome Scotland. You're welcome to Camping with Sasquatch. But Sabe showed me God source energy when I was out, because you guys, this is nature will reveal so much if we listen. Now, they showed me my multi-dimensional self, the Merkaba. I'm not sure. Who drop a thumbs up if you know what a Merkaba symbol is. They showed me, I guess, my multi-dimensional self by pulling me up my eagle's eye view. So they've taught me how to remote view as well. And how cold is it? It's -20, so that's Celsius. So I don't know what that would be Fahrenheit. Anyways, you pull it up and there's the whole Merkaba for myself. And I was like, oh my gosh, what do you guys want to do? I didn't understand it until recently, why they showed me that symbol. I thought it was for a different purpose. And I went down that road and I was like, oh, I already learned this lesson. Slam those brakes on, shut that door and get back on track, right? Because we can learn lessons a lot quicker now if we stay connected. We know where we want to align. If we stay in that vibration of gratitude, appreciation, connecting to prayer, meditation, And again, you can, do that while you're driving. You don't necessarily have to sit still and meditate. Going for a walk in nature is a form of meditation, is walking meditation, right? I've been doing a lot of kriyas, and this is really amping stuff up again because you want to move the energy in our auras. So that's another thing I'll be bringing to my community on Patreon, is the different kriyas that we can do to really bring in and shift that energy and really get into our bodies to change the unconscious, those programs that are a little harder to shift, but it's literally changing our radiance, our magnetism, our energy frequency in the body, and all of that, right? So you can definitely join me for those, because everything that I do, I want to bring and help you guys connect with, so that can strengthen your connection with nature, your connection with Sasquatch, Sabe, and stuff like that, right? And it's just, yeah, impressive stuff that we can be done. And you want to make sure, like, yeah, it is that, but you want to make sure that you're doing it through people that have done the work. I was talking to some other people. You want to make sure that you're doing the inner work and you're not taking on burdens of other people. Because again, everything is an energy connection. You could be consuming the wrong type of energy. So it's like turning that dial to the right person that's going to rise you up. Like, you want to rise up from the ashes, or rise up into that frequency of what we want to attract, right? What we want to become. So shifting, again, we did the paradigms. I'll touch more on paradigms for sure. I know someone wants to connect and talk to me about paradigms in water. So that's been something that Sabe has shown us during the summer, a lot of the water. And I know a lot of other people that are spiritually in tune and realize that there's bigger things happening here, not just a monkey running around or anything like that, is all the elements can be used for us to connect even stronger. Intent is everything. Yes, absolutely. Intent is everything. How do you intend to see, like, how do you intend to live your day? Like, my intention is to be love, joy, kind, generous. And it's amazing when you guys anchor that in the morning, and you continue to anchor these types of things. You do your gratitude at night. Like, like, your reality, what you're seeing outside is amazing. Like, I went out with my mother shopping today, and I was like, okay, because we're such different frequencies, that all of a sudden certain things would start to slip in, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is just happening for me, and we're just being diverted because we had to go do something before doing that, and everyone was moving so slowly, and I'm like, okay, the universe is just reminding me that I have patience, and all these other these people I have love for. So we're going to really just be present and slow down, because obviously that's why that was showing up, was because slow down, actually, because I really wanted to share the discovery with the glyphs being moved and the gifting and stuff, right? So it was like, yep. So everything was like, slow me down, slow me down, slow me down. But smell them roses, right? And again, that's another thing. Like, you guys, we're so connected in just ways. So for the next month and a half, that's what I'm going to do, is really teach, stop and smell the roses. It's really teach, like, because I'll use rose in creations with food and essential oils, and smelling that is literally smell the roses or the trees, right? And we start to infuse our bodies with that and change our vibration, right? And really open up. Like, I'll use rose, hydrosol and stuff as well to open up the heart, because you guys, our goal is to get into the heart center consistently and show up in such a different way, and from that open heart, where we become so magnetic, because our hearts are so open, so much love is pouring through you, that God source energy is going to keep pouring that into you, and it's just a complete circle. It's amazing. But yeah, anyways, again, thank you for being here. 888, of course. And until next time we meet again, I'll see you Thursday, and stay tuned for the drops of the before and after photos so you guys can really see the difference of the structure. And yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Take care, and we'll see you soon.